You know, with so much onus of an attention on the East Coast, you kind of forget about the West Coast. I want to talk about the Western Conference and the playoffs. Right now, my favorite series right now is the Portland Golden State. The guard playing that, the backcourts, and them going at it. Let's just talk about that. Let's just get right into it. You know, have you been watching that series?
I have been watching it, and like you said, man, when that game came on, I was glued in from start to finish.
Woo.
Especially when you see what Dame and CJ were doing,
right?
And you know, really trying to put the team on their back.
Right.
I'm really interested to see. We talked about defense and stuff like that. I'm interested to see what Golden State's going to do because them two guys had 75 points.
Right. Yeah. That's major. What kind of adjustments do you make when you're in the backcourt? You know, obviously you won the game. Do you put that much emphasis on stopping them, or do you continue to do what you've been doing?
Absolutely. You have to put emphasis on stopping them because those are the two guys that
head the snake.
Yeah, and they can win a game by themselves with their scoring ability. And you know, it's not anything that they did strategically on the defensive side to stop them. It was more individual defense that they were able to get off on. Right. So, you know, the guards with Golden State, you know, Curry and Thompson, they'll come back with more individual pride, and I think they'll do a much better job defensively on both of those guards.
I like to think that game too is probably that game of like a Monday quarterback. That's where you make your adjustments. That's where you apply some of your stuff. You know, the first game is full of jitters and nervousness and nerves. Second game, you know what to expect. You know what the punch feels like. You know, I anticipate Golden State making the key adjustments and then winning again at home. You know, let's talk about the another one that I love.
But you know what? We mentioned Golden State, and we don't even talk about Durant. I mean, it's like if you Portland, right? You're saying, okay, we got Curry, we got Thompson. And then it's like, okay, but what are we going to do about that guy?
No, because of the backcourt. We haven't talked about Draymond Green's influences on the game. He was huge yesterday. Him and JaVale McGee was blocking shots and defensively bringing the energy. The balance of this offense and this defense, you know, they say Golden State don't play any defense. They have a great balance. I think with the ball movement and what you see through the offense, it blinds that part of it, you know? Another matchup I want to talk about is
Draymond your defensive player of the year?
If not, I was going to say Draymond Green, Rudy Gobert, just because of the influence that they have on the game. Draymond because he's very similar to Gary Payton. He's controlling the refs, the other coach, the cotton candy guy, the guy selling Coke and Pepsi, and which one he's selling.
And talking to all of them.
Talking to everybody. On top of stopping the best player on the other end. So, you know, when I saw him, you know, when I saw Draymond Green against Anthony Davis head up, and I saw that he wanted that matchup and physically was able to make up the 6'11" from 6'8", and it was all hard and determined for me right then and there. He told me that he was the defensive player of the year for me, and that's what you want. You want your defensive player being your anchor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's solidified for me.